Hello and good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to Hearts Glow Tarot. Lovely to be here. I've got a weekly read for the week of May 11th tonight. Cards I drew for this week are, again, for the third time in a row, the Handsome Knight of Stars or Pentacles. We have got the Lovers. We've got the Fool. And the Two of Wands was at the bottom of the deck tonight. Okay, so really, I think this week's reading is based around love, partnership, romantic love. Now, this guy here has been coming in each week, and it's been a different vibe each week. He's got a little bit of a different message. I mean, some of the notes are the same, but we'll get into it. So again, if you haven't got it memorized by now, the quote that comes with this card is, "I find magic in the routine to keep going." So magic, wanting magic, dreaming of magic, wanting to create magic, the seeds, wanting to plant the seeds of love. I feel like there's fear here that you won't find your person, your partner, or you're worried about being without a lover, whatever the case. But here, with the Knight of Stars about love, I think it's where it looks like he's pausing and he's contemplative. It's time to, as it's said every week in different ways, to start thinking on to manifest your desires. What kind of partner are you looking for? Get really super detailed. Write it down. Words have power. That's why it's called spelling. I love that quote. I wish I coined it. I didn't. Anyhow, so another note with this card is patience. Patience. We do live in a world where we have access to most things at our fingertips, like, we wanted it yesterday, right? There's a lot of that mentality. But in order to build something or create something that's going to last and really be worth it long term, you sort of need to do your inner work. You need to know what you're looking for. You need to be confident that you can be in a space that you're compatible with what you're looking for as well to make it last, right? I see fear here. Fear to begin again, or fear to be vulnerable, and a contemplative nature. There's nothing wrong with that. Love is scary, looking for love is scary. I mean, if anybody's single out here, like, you know what kind of a battlefield that is. Anyhow, carrying on. So, the next card I pulled for this week, the Lovers. So, this very romantic looking card. The mantra that comes with this card is, I welcome sacred connection into my life. And the keywords are love, relationships, and union. So confirmation that this is what you're looking for, but also confirmation that this is what's coming in. You just need to be patient and really take the time to really break it down, all the aspects of this person that you are desiring in your life. A note here, though, too, that you want to be able to match that energy too, right? And you got to do your own work and heal your own wounds and be the best version of yourself to allow the best version of themselves to enter into your life. Okay, so confirmation, fear is showing up here again, right? I see that with the crackle of electricity, the lightning there. I mean, that can also be passion, but I see like fear. But there's also the angel here, sort of blessing the union between the lovers. Divinely guided, protected. Um, your love is on the way, and what you are seeking is seeking you. And the knight here planting the seeds, and you see all the gorgeous flowers and the vine there bearing fruit, right? So things are coming to fruition. It just might not be as instantaneous as you wish it to be. Another thing that's just coming in, the full moon. So we're about to enter into the new moon in Taurus, which I'll talk a little bit about in a second. But mayhaps you might meet someone around this upcoming full moon, or you might feel a little more ready or confident, or you might have your list done of these qualities that you want in your next person or your chosen one by the full moon. And that's a great ritual to take on as an idea as well. So coming in, even though you might be fearing it, it's divinely guided, it's protected. What is yours will be yours. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to fear that you've missed out on a chance. What is meant for you will always be meant for you. Okay. Hopefully that brings some peace to somebody or everyone. I mean, anyone who's looking for that. The next card we have is the Fool. So the Fool begins the journey in the tarot deck. This is the very first card in the tarot deck. And the mantra with this card is, I am divinely guided in each moment. So a call here to trust that everything is divinely guided and you're on the right path and you're where you're supposed to be right now. And if you feel stuck or anxious or fearful, it's because you're meant to process and move through these obstacles, not necessarily to jump over them, but to move through them and receive the wisdom that they have for you. I'm divinely guided in each moment. The key words with this card are new beginnings, free spirit, taking risks. So what I'm getting from this is that either this is your energy here, or this is the energy coming in as your counterpart. If you are the knight, this might be the counterpart, right? This is going to be like a free spirit walking into your life, or you will take on the energy of a free spirit. They are unburdened, and they have faith and trust that everything works out for them. And you see here all these stars close around them, appearing close around them. Sorry, this camera isn't really focusing well tonight. But again, like I said last week, all these stars surrounding, kind of like magic swirling around you, that's still happening. Like, and the mention of magic in the earlier cards too, like the essence of magic is still here. It's still with you. You can tap into it at any time and maintain a childlike wonder and a curiosity and a love of life, regardless of, oh my gosh, all the everything that's happening potentially in your life right now. Is to get back to the simple mindset when you can. I know things are heavy in life and in the world right now, but we can take the little escapes to get into the lighthearted mindset. So these two kind of look like counterparts this week. And then for the bottom of the deck this evening, we have the Two of Wands. So decisions. Again, I'm thinking that each wand represents something different: fear or passion, past, future. And you see the one in front, she's kind of hanging on to, sort of like she's ready to lean into the future, to what the world has in store for her, as she's holding that globe in her hand and the sun is coming up over the horizon. A new dawn, a new day, a new life, and you're feeling good. I think that's the vibe. Also, so the mantra with this card is I take time to plan before moving ahead. So the key words are self-doubt, decisions, and planning. So planning here, manifesting, writing it down, casting your spell of the things that you want. Not rushing. So a note here that we're quickly approaching the new moon in Taurus. And Taurus is connected with Venus. And Venus and Taurus, they're not an aggressive chasing energy. They lounge, they luxuriate, they receive, they enjoy the abundance, right? So getting in that receptive mode, in the receiving mode, and a joyous and abundant mode. Happiness, peace, possibility, expansion, right? So another note here, that journey made me think travel. They're on a horse. This, which can, denote movement at some time, even though he's standing still with the horse, but for the unicorn, I guess. Anyhow, then we have the Two of Wands, and that can mean world travel as well as a possibility. So you might be meeting this person when you're living your best life, when you're in that Venus kind of receptive, succulent, happy energy. You're in the right mindset. So might mean them traveling or just out and about in your day. I think there's a note here to try to make every day, or at least a few moments in every day, special, just to connect with yourself, give yourself that gift of happiness, peace, joy, love, whatever it is that you need in the moment. Yeah, so that's what I would have to say about that for this week. Also, what popped up in my mind with this week, the numbers for this week, May 11th, comes up as 511, right? And here in Canada, we call 511 to check on traffic and road construction, like what's down the line. So to me, that says you're on a journey, or you're planning to travel, or you've got fear, but you're trying to be prepared, right, for what's ahead. And those are all good things, but allow for the magic. And I pray that you have the fortitude to allow for the magic and to be in the receptive mode and really enjoy this chapter. That is what I have for you, my loves. I couldn't believe the amount of views that my last video got. I was just gobsmacked. Thank you for everyone who viewed and shared the video, saved the video for themselves, and participated. Thank you so, so much. It was neat to see with the analytics. that most of the viewers last week were in the Philippines and South Africa. Like, how cool is that? Love that. Anyhow, have the best week, my loves. If you wish to comment on if this resonates with you, or any notes about what might have hit you the right way with this reading, I would love to hear from you. Have the best week. Mwah.